Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel. So, we're having another garage gym chat, just kind of a low-key video where I don't have to get all fancied up. I just have my hat on and my Cosmo and my hoodie before we work out. But I wanted to talk about today, we're gonna be talking about some of my most anticipated books for next year, but only for the months of January, February, and March. So these books are coming out in January, February, and March. Hold on, let me turn that off. Okay, I'm back. So the first book that I'm really looking forward to is Makeup Breakup by Lily Manon, who also writes under the name of Sandhya Manon. She was the one who wrote When Dimple Met Rishi. She also wrote a super cute Christmas romance novella that I read in November, which I have a whole reading vlog about Christmas romances that I read, which I really, really loved. This one is a contemporary romance, and it sounds like it's basically these two people who both like created these dating apps, and one of them is like a dating app and the other is like a breakup app. And it sounds like the guy who created the breakup app kind of stole the idea from the girl who created the dating app. It sounds like they had a one night together. They end up teaming up trying to compete for, I live near a base, trying to compete for funding for this app. And it sounds like it's a one night stand romance, second chance, hate to love. It just sounds really good. I really loved her Christmas one, so I'm very excited about that. The next one that I'm excited about comes out in February too. And this one comes out February 9th. So a lot of them come out February 9th and a lot of them come out March 9th. So this one is The Bride Bet by Tessa Dare. This is book number 4 in her Girl Meets Duke series. I absolutely love Tessa Dare. I don't know anyone who doesn't love Tessa Dare. This book was supposed to be published in May of 2020, but it was pushed back because of COVID and other things. So highly anticipating this one. I don't know exactly what this one is about other than it sounds like it's a second chance romance. They were childhood sweethearts. And then it sounds like he is trying to get her help to find an heiress to marry, but they both have feelings for each other. I don't know. Tessa Dare's writing it. I'm so excited for this one. I can't even stand it. So definitely going to be ordering that one. Another book that comes out February 9th is Hit Me With Your Best Scott by Suzanne Enoch. Now, she's very well known for the punny titles that she has, and she does write a lot of Highland romances. I have only read one of Suzanne's books before, and it was a 3-star for me, but I felt like she had a lot of potential and would be a romance writer that I would like, so I definitely want to try this. I do have an arc of this. I'm hoping I will get to this before it's released so I can let you guys know what I think, but this one is basically about a big Scottish laird who has to get married according to his parents, and he meets her and they kind of end up falling in love. I don't really exactly know. He's a hot-headed Scot and she is really unsure of herself, and that just sounds really, really cute. So yeah, I'm into that. You can't have your toy yet. Another book that I am dying to get my hands on is Wild Rain by Beverly Jenkins. This comes out February 9th as well. And I love Beverly Jenkins' work so much. I have not ever read a book of hers that has been less than 5 stars. I just love everything that she writes. I am so super excited for this one. She does a lot of like American historicals that deal with, you know, Black characters, which I love. She's an own voices writer. If you don't know who she is, you probably do. If you are interested in historical romance at all, you know who Beverly Jenkins is. This one is set in Wyoming after the Civil War with a female rancher, and it sounds like the love interest is a reporter coming to Wyoming to do a story on doctors for his Black newspaper back east. So he thinks that Colton Lee will be an interesting subject until he meets Colton's sister Spring, who runs the ranch, wears denim pants instead of dresses, and is the most fascinating woman he's ever met. I mean, we love a heroine who wears pants, right? I don't know. Queen Bev. As Izzy would say, we are very excited for that one, February 9th. And the next one is A Court of Silver Flames by Sarah J. Maas. This is book 4 in A Court of Thorns and Roses. This follows Cassian and Nesta. I'm so excited for this book. I can't even stand it. I just need it. I need it so bad. Like, I fully admit and accept that I am a Sarah J. Maas fan. I love her books. I cannot wait to get my hands on this. I need Cassian and Nesta, and I need it yesterday, and I can't wait to have it. It's going to be so good. Yeah. Quit. Okay, the next one. Okay, the next one is a paranormal romance. It is Wicked All Night by Janine Frost. This is book, I think this is book 4. This is book 3 in her Night Rebel series, which is a spin-off from the Night Hunter series. This is about Veritas and Ian. Now, Ian is the vampire. Veritas, I think, is some sort of like a... I haven't read the series at all, but I definitely have my eye on it because I love Janine Frost, and I really, really, really want to get to this series. I know Charles from Books on Stereo loves this series, and I was going to read it for the Paranormal Romance Readathon, but I haven't, but it is very much on my radar. I love Janine Frost. I think she does paranormal romance perfectly, and I really don't know a lot about what this specific book is about, but the cover is beautiful, and it's Janine Frost, so I just am into it. I definitely want to get that one. Okay, the last book that comes out in February is Waiting for a Scot Like You by Eva Leigh. Now, I have just recently started reading Eva Leigh, and I adore her writing. I think she does a wonderful job. I think she does a wonderful job of writing really creative plots in a historical setting, and she makes her characters really interesting and really relatable that you can really get invested in their stories right away. I love her writing and I love her plots, and I think that she has a lot of variety in her historicals too, and I really am just excited about this. I think this is book 3 in the Union of the Rakes. I have only read book 1, which I liked. I gave it a 3.5 star. Really, really liked that one. This book is basically... It says it has a merry widow and a stoic major, and it's a bumpy road to love, so I'm into it. Like, I think the cover's beautiful. I really love Eva Leigh. I think she's a fantastic person. She's a fantastic writer, and I am excited about that one. Okay, moving on to March. So I didn't really even see any January new releases, so these are basically just February and March. So, okay, let's see. The first one that I have in March to come out is March 9th, and this is A Rogue to Remember by Emily Sullivan. Doggo, you can't have your ball right now. I put his ball in my lap so he wouldn't squeak it for you, and he really, really wants it. No, you can't have it yet. A Rogue to Remember by Emily Sullivan. Now, I was interested in this because this is a debut author. She's a debut historical romance author, and I always want to support them. I believe this is published by Avon, which I love their historicals. They're probably my favorite historical romance publishers. And this is basically about, it says, in this irresistible historical romance debut, a seasoned spy sets out to rescue the childhood friend he once loved from a reputation-destroying rumor, only to discover that she is actually the source. So, that definitely has me interested. I think the cover is beautiful. I'm very excited about this one. I love finding new debut historical romance authors. It's just so exciting. I can't wait to read that one. Okay. Now, this one I am very excited about. Very, very, very excited about. If you have watched any of my videos, you know I'm a huge fan of Kerrigan Byrne. I have received an arc of this, and I am so hyped to read it, and it is The Devil in Her Bed by Kerrigan Byrne. This comes out March 9th as well. And this is the third, and I believe the concluding book in her Devil You Know series. This book follows Francesca, I believe. Yes, this book follows Francesca, who has really the most tragic story, I think, of all of the Red Rogues. Each book in the series follows a girl who has really had a tragic situation in their past, and they're trying to overcome it, and they meet these wonderful men who are maybe not always wonderful right at the beginning, and they find love, and it's just fantastic. Kerrigan Byrne is my favorite dark historical romance writer. I just love everything she writes. I haven't read a book by her that I haven't given 5 stars. I adore her. This one, basically, I don't really understand much of the plot. I'll read you the quick little blurb. It says, he lives in secret service to the crown, a man of duty, deception, and an undeniable attraction to a woman who threatens to tear his whole world apart. I am here for that. Very excited about it. I'll give you a ball in just a minute. Do you see yourself? Oh, I love that doggo. Yeah, I love you. Okay, and the next book is one that I am very excited about too because it is by my beloved Talia Hibbert. I adore this series, The Brown Sisters. This is Act Your Age, I can't talk today. Act Your Age, Evie Brown by Talia Hibbert. This also comes out on March 9th. This is about Eve, so she is, I'll read you this real quick. It says, Eve is a certified hot mess. No matter how hard she strives to do right, her life always goes horribly wrong. But when her personal brand of chaos ruins an expensive wedding, her parents draw the line. It's time for Eve to grow up and prove herself. Jacob Wayne is in control always, the bed and breakfast owner's on a mission to dominate the hospitality industry, and he expects nothing less than perfection. So when a purple-haired tornado of a woman turns up out of the blue to interview for his open chef position, he tells her the brutal truth, not a chance in hell, then she hits him with her car, supposedly by accident. I just know that's going to be a delight. I can't wait for it. So excited for that one. Okay, and the last book I have to talk about also comes out in March. This is by one of my favorite authors. I also have an ARC of this. I am dying to read it. I am so hyped for this book, and that is The Heiress Hunt by Joanna SHUPE. Joanna SHUPE is an amazing historical romance writer. I love her books so much. Not all of them are 5 stars for me, but I always enjoy them and just love the heck out of them. One of my favorite books of all time is BYRNE by Joanna SHUPE, and I love the way that she puts a twist on historical romance too. These are set in New York, so it's not like a Regency setting, and they're American historicals, but they're not like the Old West historicals. It's in the Gilded Age, so it's late 18th century, lots of ritz and glamour and uptown New York, and it's just so fun. So this is book 4 in her Uptown Girls series, and this one follows Maddie, who is one of the sisters that we have been reading about. The other books are the Sisters 2, I believe. Yes, so this one is also really pretty interesting because this one is Knickerbocker scoundrel Harrison Archer returns to New York to discover his deceased father has bankrupted his estranged family. To save them from ruin, he's forced to quickly find and marry an heiress. For a matchmaker, Harrison turns to the one woman he wishes he could marry, his childhood friend and true love, Maddie, who once broke his heart and is now engaged to a duke. I can't wait for this. I just cannot wait for this. Honestly, every single Joanna SHUPE book I have ever read has just sucked me in instantly and has just been fantastic. So I'm so excited for all of these books. These are the books that I am most looking forward to for, I guess, basically just February and March because I didn't have any Januaries. But for the first part of 2021, I think it's going to be a great reading year. Let me know if you are also excited for any of these and what other romance reads are on your radar. Or not romance reads, you know. If you have a book you're super anticipating for January, February, and March, let me know what it is. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video.